great morning. Well, here we are, another day on planet Earth. Oh, and the insanity just keeps going. So let's grab the cards. Going to do healing light. Give them a good ruffle shuffle. And just see what they're going to point to today. Oh, mercy. Isn't it time for another visit for Trumpenstein to the, for another dementia test? Isn't it about time? I think he needs to go for another, MRI or whatever it is they check. Because he's, going around the bend. Now, of course, his talk he gave, saying it was China, and looking at the documents that were released, nothing about China. It's all about Russia trying to interfere in the elections to keep Joe Biden from winning. Okay? So this idiot and thief puts out the information that absolutely shows he's delusional. Although how many Magatonians, diehards, would actually go read any of that? They'll just accept whatever he says. That, it was China. But if they actually look at the documents, it said nothing about China. It was all Russia. Russia. Yeah, I had nothing to do with Russia. Yet the first thing he did was have, Don Jr. go to the Russian embassy and try to create a back channel. Russia. So let's see what the cards have to say. The topic is going to be about a victory. Victory, what about a victory? Energy coming into it is the wheel is turning. Okay? A victory because the wheel is turning. Above it, new information, a new mindset, new information. The foundation is when it comes to the reality, the control, and what's happening in reality. So realistically, out there, that's paramount, if you will, there's a victory because the wheel is turning and new information, new mindsets are coming out. Okay, so let's see what we have going on now. The energy at the moment is what we have in hand, okay, the reality that they're dealing with, that he doesn't want to deal with. And the challenge coming in is, Republican Party, okay. The challenge is the Republican Party. The winds have changed. So let's see what we have above it. The light is coming out. More is being exposed. Foundation is more information, messages coming out about the reality of the situation. Potential outcome is what's being shared, the lovers, what's going on, what's being shared, the strength, outside influence when it comes to the messages coming out. You know, what people are being fed, what's being offered up. Above it, we have the population. Now, this could be Megatonians, and also in an extended thing could be just the population, the people, the strength of what's coming out, being shared, what they're being fed. And the foundation is the harvest, the reality. When it comes to what we've got, what's going on now, message about changes, and the harvest coming in when it comes to the people, strengthening their resolve, and what's being said. So let's see what's driving this. So, you know, it's like Trump's speech and all the stuff he's trying to do now are falling flat. They're falling flat. So, the lid is off. Okay. Now, I guess on Live Central, where all his big supporters hang out and tell him how fabulous he is, they're coming on there now saying, we want the frickin' Epstein files and we want them now. Okay? They're dogging him on there. They are rebelling big time. The lid is off. Okay? When it comes to Democrats, King of Cups, the Democrats, something new is coming out. The new reality based on the desires, looking at the insanity, okay, on choices being made and charging forward, gaining strength. When it comes to the mindset about going after what? Epstein files, okay? The past and what's being birthed. Standing guard, bringing an end point with an agreement about what's been hidden, ongoing investigations leading to what? Tower moment, okay? Rapidly moving, the chariots in motion. We're looking at controlling the actions with what's been held on to and what's being handed out realistically about the mental, emotional pain that's affecting the world from what? This abuse of power and their emotional distancing when it comes to the things that Trump and Stein continues to try to get away with. Okay, we're looking at this, figuring out the next move, feeling the burden, continuing to work on things to overturn so that Republicans face these ongoing losses. There is the new cup, again, that they keep trying to block the Trump regime, unwilling to see, that bolsters their, what? Their leadership, if you will, the drama behind the scenes and what they're juggling. but there is a new action with what's being presented when it comes to the truth and continuing I can get it out, continuing to go forward to justice. Okay, so we will leave that here. We can see where this is going. All the things that the Trumpian regime is trying to do is falling flat. People are not buying it. More and more are revolting. Okay. Their thing of Mitch McConnell and trying to, run interference and trying to cover over that he's already gone. Okay. They may still have him on life support, which is basically just keeping the body warm and saying, oh, no, he's still alive, he can come back. No, he's brain dead. Okay, brain dead is dead. There is no coming back. So, let's see what else the cards are going to tell us about this. They are on a huge losing streak, and it's not getting any better. And then Trumpenstein's, talk the other night about boo-hoo, boo-hoo. They're rigging the elections against me. Okay? But what he put out really flew in the face of what he was saying. So, yeah, loss. Facing loss. Absolute dejection, facing loss. They know they're going to lose. Trying to stand and appear as if he's got some strength. Okay, of leadership. Okay. But he's facing a loss. Okay. The loss is coming. And he knows, again, when he loses, he will be, what's that word? Impeached. Okay? He will be impeached, he will be taken out of power, and he is facing, what's that other word? Jail? Yes. That's okay. You're going to get over on the government again because they're going to have to pay for your accommodations. Okay? No, you don't get a gold toilet. But you can be happy you're getting over on the government. The government is yet again paying for you for your housing. So, yeah, mindset, new mindset. As to what's coming in, and what's being birthed, what's coming, okay? So new mindset about what's coming in, what's being birthed, okay? His last chapter, he wanted to go out with a big flourish, putting his name on everything that he can, build a big arch to himself. But his last chapter is perhaps living in the jail system. Okay? He may try to abscond. He might try. Is he thinking about absconding if it all goes south? About control of reality, his delusion, his deception, his delusional mind, and yeah, what's being handed out, okay? So he's trying to concoct something in his delusional mind that he wants to put out there, okay? But again, it's all coming from his delusion. Now, they could, instead of jail, put him in a mental facility, some sort of a facility. Is that perhaps being looked at? Let's see. The takeaway, the lid is off. Compassion, empathy, and again, pushback. So that might be difficult because he would be, again, with his dementia, he's becoming more radical, and at that point he may become violent. Okay? Violent. Yeah, what's up in the air? Okay. The Lovers, what's up in the air? The pushback, a new action. There would be some sort of a new action when it comes to that. We have the Lover. We have, again, what's being shared about his pushback, how it would affect his world. There would be an agreement, though, with a new action, because out in the cold and what's being offered up. Okay, so there may be some sort of a plan that they've got under the surface, maybe the 25th Amendment in conjunction with that. They're trying to figure out what to do with this fool. Does he go into the courts for jail, or are they going to try to squirrel him away in some sort of a facility, just claiming he's not all there, and so jail would not be appropriate? We'll see. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.